All right, it's February 12th, 2015 now, and I'm here with Terell. Terell was accused of terroristic threats, domestic strangulation, and domestic assault. And Terell, this case started back in October of last year. And I remember when we sat down, I told you that we're in it for the long haul. Right. And that usually in a case like this, the government wants you to plead guilty to one or more of those charges, and that there are a lot of collateral consequences that come with those things besides loss of rights to supervise children. A lot of times people lose their jobs for things like these. They can go to prison for things like these. Never own a firearm, any ammunition, and a whole bunch of other consequences as a result of that. So right before the trial started, we had an opportunity. The government had offered to have you plead to domestic assault because they wanted to have you have what's called a qualified prior domestic then, so that if this ever allegedly happened again, they could do what's called enhance it and make it more serious. And that would have knocked off the felony charges in the case, but rejected that offer. We had a self-defense claim and went to trial. And what I'd like you to talk about is sort of what it was like, you know, dealing with me as your lawyer, what you saw in the jury, in the trial that you thought was good, and just let people know, you know, how I did as a lawyer for you.
I think Ryan is an excellent lawyer. Let me see. He's excellent. He know how to talk to people good. Things I've seen in the jury that I like. People, I was smiling at people. Some people were smiling at me. There was some people that I seen that had like weird looks, like they probably didn't know what was going on. And I learned a lot from this experience, just being in a courtroom, because I ain't really ever been in no situation like this, and that's really it.
We made sure that we got you the evidence when you needed it, and that you were aware of what the evidence was in the case.
Right.
We met with each other to go over the evidence, to talk about what types of defenses are available, and then, you know, I had you involved with jury selection.
Right.
We talked about my cross-examination of the different witnesses, from the accuser to law enforcement, to their training that law enforcement had and didn't have, and medical evidence and those sorts of things. And then brought it home with you testifying and making that important decision in your case.
Right.
And
I think that was a real big important decision, even though, I mean, yesterday I wasn't really confident. I wanted to do it, but I wasn't really confident on saying it. I'm kind of glad I got a little time to think about what I had to say, and because, I mean, it was all true, but I wanted my facts to be straight.
And then finally with closing arguments, you know, talk about my preparation, you know, for that, or the presentation to the jury. How did you think it went?
The presentation to the jury was excellent. Everything was good. I mean, this whole situation, like, it was a learning experience. It was like I feel like I was in a movie. Like, that's just how it felt. Like, it was just so real. And I mean, I like how you presented yourself, even like when you were talking to the jury on situations about what is that stuff called when you said strangulation, when you strangle somebody and they get the
Pacyga,
like different things you talked about that. Like, it's like, I mean, you can get Pacyga in the eye from strangulation, but just because you got red in your eye doesn't mean it's Pacyga, you know, like different things you talked about that.
And it all paid off. Obviously, at the end of the day, we were able to get 3 of these not guilty verdicts.
3.
So Terell's going to be able to go home and have the no contact order lifted 9-month-old daughter he hasn't been able to see. She was not the alleged victim in the case, but as a result, no contact orders were issued for everything, and that's now been lifted. And as a result, he can go back to being the father that he was before this alleged incident. Keep your jobs.
Yes.
And move forward. So there's plenty of lawyers that talk about how they do. I'm a believer in talk is cheap. Results are what show it. And here's more results for you. So if you have any questions, I'm criminal defense attorney Ryan Pacyga. You can find me at arrestedminnesota.com or at 612-339-5844. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. My bad.